What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Gmias World, and EA Sports is back at it again with another major change. I think a lot of you guys are going to like some of the details that went into this title update. When you first log back in after downloading the update, they've made it very easy for you to see all the interesting things that they've done. I'm going to go over what works, the pros, the cons in a second. But you guys can easily scan the QR code and it'll take you to the EA website where it'll show you everything that happened. I'm going to be focusing primarily on Madden 22 Ultimate Team, MUT 22, because that's why you guys watch, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to let you guys know really quickly though, throughout all the games that I've played today, I've played 5, I've won 4, I lost 1 on a play where my player just didn't animate. The reasoning behind that is different. I'm going to go over that as well, as far as the click on delay to the players and all that good stuff to let you guys, you're going to have to play it yourself though. You're going to have to play it yourself to kind of see the feel of it, but I'm going to give you an overall assessment. So what I'm going to try to do right here really quickly, guys, I'm going to show you the screen where you can see exactly what actually happened as far as the title update, what it entails, and some of the highlights that I want you guys to understand, which will make it a lot better feel for you with your gameplay. So number one, the block and release routes will now be released via a vary timer. In certain cases, the delay fade was hellacious. Last year in Madden, people utilized it in a very, very wild way where they would just have them blocking for 30 minutes. Very, very unrealistic. A lot of complaints about it. I'm very impressed though with the way that EA was able to attack this. I don't know if you guys realize this, but they're getting a little bit more, I guess I want to say like technologically advanced with actually updating the actual stature of the game in the year, because usually you have to deal with something for the entire year and they fix it the next year. With the way that they were able to adjust our tight end streaks to like an out and up stupid streak animation, now they've been able to do this and adjust that delay fade. And most of the time, the tight end just releases. He doesn't even block, even if people are coming in on a blitz. So the whole mind frame behind it is not something that works 100%, but it's something that I believe a lot of my viewers are going to enjoy, because you won't be able to get away with getting that extra blocker that sits there for that long. Now remember, there are going to be still plays where the players can stay and block longer. I'm sure that a lot of Madden aficionados are out there right now trying to figure out what those formations are. But to keep it very, very simple, that's going to help you to get your pressure in, because that player cannot stay in forever and just block. All right? I want to go on to the next situation with the pass rush. The non-engaged pass rush moves by AI pass rushes on all Madden and all pro difficulty levels. Pretty much, if you've played people over the last month, there's been a lot of different sheds going on with the dollar formation. How many of you guys played somebody that ran dollar and it was a 3-man rush and the guy just ran right in? And it's obviously a lot of these guys that are good players, they don't use a rush. The computer does it. So they've tuned that. It should see kind of a slight difference. I was getting screamed at earlier with some different blitzes out of 3-3-5 wide and things like that, but that's regular. That usually happens like that. So I don't know if they've tuned it, completely, or they've just limited the amount of like quick sheds for instant pressure. But I was getting blitzed, so I didn't really play anybody that played like sag defense and send 2 or 3 and get sheds. So that could be where it is, more, dominant. I got to keep playing. Like I said, I've only played 5 games, but the assessment of it, we'll get to that in a second. Tuning to catch knockouts to reduce late knockouts and drops on contact. That works. That right there is a W. All of us has been going through with it. And listen, guys, I've been raging about this, and you guys know, I've been catching the ball, and 20 minutes later, the guy drops it. Every pass that I threw today, when a guy went up to catch it, the defender made contact, he held on to it. I did not see it on an interception basis, because remember, on the interception side, the players will still drop it. Well, not still right now, but they dropped it also. It was offensively and defensively. I've only reviewed it offensively because we got to bring the Gmias streak out. So that works a lot better. Defensively, I haven't seen that animation yet where the ball drops out after you've obviously picked the ball up. Pass coverage improvements, I'm being told that cover 3 now defends the clear route in bunch. I haven't played anyone that's run clear out as of yet. If you have, please update us in the comment section and let us know what's going on with that. So those are just some of the updates that have gone on. The next thing that I want to bring up is the fact that they're going to be dropping some new cards coming tomorrow. So get yourself ready for that. This is major, because if you have a Dolphins theme team, this card is going to be completely OP. it's going to be disgusting. He's going to be running around with these numbers. Now, I do know that the power moves being that low, a lot of you guys are going to have issues with it. Once the card is released, you'll see that it doesn't really matter as much when you give him specific abilities, because the speed is what's going to matter. So if you have a Dolphins full theme team, he's going to go to 91 +2, which is a 93 speed rusher. This is really enticing me to go ahead and grab a Dolphin theme team. They got so much going on. I will get back to you guys with that, but this is a very, very fast defense early on. So I wanted to show you, this is a Gridiron Forge free card reward that's going to be dropping tomorrow on November 5th. Okay, so these overhauls are extremely, like, you guys are going to be very, very excited to get back into Madden, because like I said, I just want better gameplay. I love building my MUT team the way that you guys do as well. I just want better gameplay, and I think that what they're leaning towards, it could get better. Right now, is it perfect? No. But I like the fact that it's starting to get a little bit more enticing to actually see what's going on. Now, we're going to jump into some of the things that I was talking about from what I've seen. All right? Defensively, everything is still the same, right? I'm going to show you guys, Las Vegas Raiders with 51 of 50, everything. I'm just letting you guys see. So my players are still the same speed. Everybody is still doing what they have to do. I have not made any adjustments since the last, since the last time you've watched a video here at GmiasWorld. But I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to understand very, very clearly. You can no longer speed burst off the line. All right? I'm going to bring up this video really quickly. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. You can no longer do that speed glitch where it just gets wild and savage-like. So I'm going to show you really quickly, if you guys don't know what that is. This is what it is. Just watch Teddy Hendricks, right? It looks like he gets shocked like a bull. You see that? He's like the Tasmanian devil. I'll bring it back again so you guys can kind of see what's going on with it. That has been patched. This is a very, very huge update. Some of you guys love that speed burst aspect of it. You know, for me, I had just started to use it over the last week, so I didn't really get to take advantage of it as much as everybody else was. I do believe it made usering a lot easier and simplistic, but it doesn't make any sense. So now when you try to do that, your player just gets stuck on the line. So I want that, people understand that. You're gonna have to figure out which ways to manipulate your user now. It's all different. Okay, so that will no longer be something that will go on. And the reason that I went and showed you that and went to the defense is just to make sure you understand. Although my players are still fast and everything like that, you no longer get a speed burst. So that is something that is very, very important, because I actually had you guys talking to me about it like 2 months ago. Like, yo, what's going on? Now, it took them about 2 months, obviously, to fix it with the patch, but it didn't become as relevant until recently. I saw everybody doing it, so I figured out how to do it. And it was very, very simple, and it really didn't work as far as, other than trying to shoot the gap on the run play, it really did still have like very, very altering effects as far as like doing it and running straight back, because sometimes your players would freeze. But now you can't do anything with that. All right, so that's completely out. So with that being said, there's a lot of different aspects to the actual gameplay that I think your team, especially like a Raiders team, I got to take a look at what other players the Dolphins have before we actually jump over to that. But I'm talking specifically a Raiders team. You still have the advantage. We still have the advantage with the fastest defense in the game, the fastest players, the biggest players, all that stuff. We still have that advantage. But now it's a little bit more fair with the user. Because some people were doing that with like 96 speed, 97 speed Cam Chancellor. With the speed burst, at the snap, now you can't do that. So it's a little bit more balanced. I think that that's huge for the game, as far as Ultimate Team especially, because there's so many other things coming. So, now that we know we're going to have the team affinity and everything going on for tomorrow, there's going to be, I believe, 64 new players and the Gridiron Forge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys with this. Make sure that you're ready to go. You will find all that information with the team builders too as of tomorrow. Be sure to check in, turn on post notifications, and subscribe, because that Gridiron, that's coming with the team builders, and it's gonna be a lot more good stuff coming as we go into the weekend. Maybe some more information on the reset of the levels and how you can level up super fast. So I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love, y'all.